We're live. Yay! Hip hip. Hooray, we made it. We did it. We're here together. All right. Hopefully everybody's having a great time. Their day is going well. The weather is very warm here in beautiful Toronto, Canada. It's a hot one. Got to go walk the dogs. Can't be out too long because they can get the heat stroke. So we are going to do as quickly as possible, humanly possible, do the prediction. So let's do it together, okay? First matchup is Jacksonville at Buffalo, 9 a.m. So it's actually in London. That's what I thought. So the way Buffalo's been playing, I would think that they would win. They are definitely doing very well right now. They've got all the components. Jacksonville did quite well last week, but Buffalo will win. I'm going to say Josh Allen's going to have another great week, and him and Stefan Diggs. Now, I don't think they have the same charge that they had last week. They were like losing their mind. They were so pissed off about this. You remember? You remember the emoji? Yes. So, they've done well. The only game they lost was against the Jets, 22-16. They won against the Raiders in 38-10. They won against the Commanders 37-3, which was a blowout. And then he had a semi-blowout with the Dolphins. The Dolphins only got 20 points. And I honestly thought the Dolphins would win, but you know I love Buffalo, so I'm very okay with not being correct on that, prediction last week. I can live with that. It was a good game last week. It really was. It was a good game. Josh Allen throws 4 TD passes, runs for a score. Bills rout division rivals Dolphins 48-20. Stefan Diggs was elusive on Sunday. The Bills star receiver even came away with 2 full cups of beer while celebrating the second of 3 touchdown catches. That's important. That beer is expensive. Very expensive. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. So, what's the next game here? Let's have a look. Looks like I've lost my way. Okay, click this. I think we're back on track. I think I did it. Okay. Houston against Atlanta. I honestly don't know on that one. I'm going to say Houston. I like Houston right now. Houston, I think, will do well. I really do. I think Houston will do well. So they're even. They've lost 2. They've won 2. They beat the Steelers. And they beat the Jaguars, it looks like. So the Falcons, I can't see why not. Let's say 3. Why not? Why not? They got CJ Stroud, right? He has been hands down the best rookie quarterback of all of them, hands down. And yet they put all these rumors out there that he would not do well. It's cruel. It's cruel, some of the stuff that gets out there that is just completely full of manooey, right? And he's from Ohio State. I like him. He seems cool, like a cucumber. You know, he seems to be years beyond, right? Most, like, you've got all those big guys coming at you. You're going to be a little bit afraid. And he seems to contain himself very well and makes a lot of very good decisions. So I'm going to definitely go. Now let's do a score. I'll say 25 to 22. And that's going to be the Texans that are going to win. It'll be a close game, though. So we'll see. A lot of problems right now in the Falcons. It's too bad. Good team. Just a few missing pieces, right? And that's what it is all the time. It's just a few missing pieces. Tony D checking in from work. Tony, I'm so sorry, man, about your show. I was in a funk. I was a little sad. Just got some kind of sad news about my mom and dad. So I was kind of in a funk. We'll say that. And not the good funk, the bad funk. You know, not the James Brown funk, not the Bootsy Collins funk, just the funk. Yeah. Loving the weather today. What's the weather like where you are, Tony? Is it good? I'm going to try to get your next show. I'm so sorry. I don't know what my problem is. So I hope you forgive me. I just wasn't feeling it. The time wasn't good. Sorry. Okay, so let's go back to schedule. And dun, 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 dun. Lots of injuries with everybody. That kind of sucks. Okay, let's go to week 5. I'm slowly understanding how to work this, which is great when I get lost, because I get lost a lot, it seems like. All right. Ooh, that'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting. Chicago against Washington. Chicago has yet to win a game. And Washington is even Steven. 2 losses, 2 wins. I really like Washington. I've been saying that since the beginning, though. I think they have a lot of the key pieces. I think they're one of the better teams in the middle. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. Thank you for your kindness. You're a kind man. Very kind. We appreciate you. I do. I wholeheartedly appreciate you. Beyond the realms of logic. I really, really do appreciate you. And on many levels, and I hope you know that. So, you know, the weird thing this year is there's really 5 teams. There's 5 teams that are just unbelievable, and then the rest are okay. They're okay. Depends on the week. Depends on the matchup. Not a lot of excitement beyond those 5 teams. They're almost in a league of their own, right? It was a Madonna movie, wasn't it? All right. So what do we got here? Okay, so the next one, we already did that, which was Jacksonville and Buffalo. No, thank you. I already picked that. I picked Buffalo. Well, I love the Colts. Everybody knows that. And these 2 teams are very evenly matched. Do you know why I love the Colts? Anybody? Anthony Richardson. I'm a big fan. He might be one of my favorite players. And yet he hasn't really set the world on fire. I'm just proud of him, of what he's accomplished, being such a young man in that stage on a team that really isn't that great. They're okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the same here. Same here. I hope you have an abundance of good health. I hope that the rivers of wealth and wisdom open up to you in the weeks ahead. And that's everybody who's a light giver, a person who is giving light and receiving light each and every day. But we were talking about Anthony Richardson, right? Wow. I really think they're going to win. Again, this is a very tight game. So I'm going to go 30 for the Colts and 22 for the Titans. The next game is two teams that are struggling, one more than the other. The Saints. Derek Carr looked like he was hurt and playing hurt. Not a good idea. So I think he still has the ability to win. And Derek Carr, I thought, was going to have a stellar year. I'm a little bit shocked. And the New England Patriots are struggling really bad. We know that. So what's wild is the favorites in this, which shocks me, is New England. It's supposed to be a nice day. It's going to be like 60 degrees. So perfect weather for, a good game of football. I'm still going to go with Derek Carr. I'm still going to go with him. And I think that's going to be 25 to 21. It's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. If it gets over 30, it's anybody's game. That's the truth. And if someone can get ahead in this, they've got it. But I don't know if it's my heart or my head that is saying Derek Carr. So I go with Derek Carr. That would be my choice. Oh, here's a weird one. All right. Okay, what do we got here? Next one is Detroit and Carolina. That one's simple. Detroit. Detroit has momentum. Detroit is, I would say, in the top 10 right now, which a lot of people did not predict. That's on Sunday at 1 o'clock. And yes, 77.1% say the Tigers will take it. So yeah, they're heavily favored. And I think this will be 36 to 22 for the Tigers, the Lions. You know what the Detroit Tigers are? That's baseball. Baseball. Very, very good to me. This one should be fairly easy to pick right here. We've got Miami up against New York. 87% say that Miami will win. I believe that to be true. New York is on the ropes. I would like to see it being closer. I hope they maybe put somebody else into the quarterback. We'll see how that goes. It's been a rough road, right? Yeah. Darnell. Daniel Jones, not Darnell. Daniel Jones looked really sloppy the last game and seems to be lacking arm strength to me. So we will see how that goes. He's a big guy, though, 6'5", 230 pounds. That's probably how he's been able to handle all this smashing. A lot of, unfortunately, sacks and pressures, and not good. All right. Next game. Here we go. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We all know I love Baker Mayfield. I believe he's on the rise. He's doing great. Let's see here. I think Baker Mayfield's going to have a great year. So in fantasy football right now, he's positioned at 14. That's not half bad. He has the ability to stay in it, and he seems to be more patient and more together than he used to be. So in the last couple of years, it looks like everything is basically coming in to be okay. And his QBR is 68.9, which is 7th, which is not bad at all, right? Ooh, there's a good game. There's a good game. That might be the game of the week right here. Dallas and San Fran. And that's on Sunday. Let's have a look here. I think that may be one of the games of the year right there. Unbelievable. And I'll be looking forward to that. I think that'll be tight, even though it says San Fran is 55%. You know what? I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to say the Cowboys are going to win it by a field goal, and it's going to be 31 for San Fran and 34 for the Cowboys. But I'm a Cowboys fan. Doesn't mean that logic hits the brain. I'm just hoping that they can show that this team can be beaten. I'm not convinced so far that I've seen anybody that can beat them. Maybe the Eagles. But it would be great to see the Cowboys be able to defeat them. I would love that. So, tell me some of the picks that you're excited about. Those are the games that seem to light me up. There's a lot going on in the league right now. I loved what I saw with the Jets. I love that Aaron Rodgers was in the building. It was good. It was good. It felt good. It felt like there was hope again. It felt like, there was something to cheer about. It wasn't just a disaster. Where the Giants, it's a giant joke right now. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for any team that hasn't won a game yet. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on in Minnesota. You know, you can have some of the pieces, but some of the pieces will not have enough for you to move forward to win. And you have to win even when it's not necessarily a good looking game, when you've maybe not played your best. And that's an indicator, I think, of some of the better teams. Some of the better teams, they have the ability to win when maybe they don't really deserve to win because they've given you a lackluster effort. Maybe only half the team is firing on 80% of the cylinders. You can tell. But there's teams that are so far ahead in their roster in each position that they can play kind of okay, and that's enough. That's enough. And I have to admit that Philadelphia is one of those teams. They just don't look sharp. They don't look awful. But I don't believe we've seen their best. I think it's the same with like right now. I'm worried, about the Bengals. The Bengals look like they're derailed. And that goes to show you they don't have enough depth without their star quarterback to do it, right? There's not enough pieces to come up. The one thing I love about, Dallas can beat you with their defense. Philadelphia can beat you with their defense, The 49ers can beat you with their defense. But hands down, the most complete package that I've seen that I think is the 49ers. And then a very close second would be Philadelphia. Philadelphia seems to be and feels like they have the potential to win it all. The Chiefs are good. You can never underestimate them. They are really good at pulling a rabbit out of their hat. They know how to win, even when they're 2 scores down. Never count them out. That is the true essence of a great team. Those that can fight all the way through and find a way to win. And a lot of times, maybe when they don't really deserve to win, but they find a way. They have the pieces. People step up when they need to step up. And they just have that magic, that a magic to win. Tell me the teams that you're enjoying right now. Tell me where you're going to be this Sunday, who you're going to be watching, who are some of your favorite players. How do you feel about this crazy connection right now that we have, right? You know what I'm talking about. The Swifties, right? And Travis, Kelce, and so many stars, right? It's all that glitz and glamour. So I hope you're enjoying yourself. Thank you for listening. Tell me what you think. And we'll stay in touch, you and I, in the near future. We'll see how I do. I know I missed a few games, but I'm going to end it here. I've got to go walk the dogs. They need some TLC. And in this life, we have to celebrate the greatness. We have to look and say to ourselves, how blessed are we to be in this position right now and to be alive in a world that is so plentiful, right? There's so much joy. There's so much bliss. There's so much chaos. There's so much turmoil. It is a time of extremes, right? And you have to keep your head on and you have to make sure that you make the most of each and every day. And thank you for being here. Please subscribe, put a like, and if you can, tell me who you're cheering for, your favorite team, your favorite player. Until we meet again, thank you to Tony D for being here. I appreciate you. And hello to Rich. God bless you all. Peace.